A big change today in Sebring. Water plant superintendent Jim Bates was put on administrative leave. The Ohio EPA suspended his operator's license.
I was contacted by Ohio EPA. They indicated that there was an emergency order which prohibits Mr. Jim Bates, our current our water superintendent, from acting as our operator of record.
I called Mayor Pinkerton and tried talking with him in person, but Sebring's choosing to speak with one voice, and right now, that's City Manager Rich Giroux. And today's action was surprising. He had heard about the possible suspension by watching First News.
I've always had a good working relationship with Mr. Bates, and he always has followed through with the directives, information from my office to my knowledge. So, yeah, it does come as a bit of a surprise.
Giroux got a letter from the EPA dated December 3rd saying the public should have been issued a notice about high lead in water samples which had been taken in September. Now, problems with those samples were detailed in a September 25th letter from the EPA. Today, we asked Giroux why that info didn't come out until last week.
Common sense would dictate that if there was an issue, that somebody would advise us that there's an issue and action needs to be taken.
In also trying to reach the mayor today, I wanted some answers to this press release which Sebring sent out this morning. I'm going to read 2 sentences from it and see what you think. The Ohio EPA advised the village that the Sebring water plant is not in violation for lead or copper. That's interesting. And then the last line says that village officials are complying with all requests from the Ohio EPA and awaiting further information and instruction, which leads to the main question everybody wants answered: how long is this going to take?
The problem seems to be, yes, aggressive water, which is slightly acidic from what I've been told, which has a tendency to affect older lines in older homes that have lead or copper pipes with lead solder. And if it sits for any length of time, it has a tendency to leach trace amounts out.
Now, Chris Harshman has been made the acting water plant supervisor, and he doesn't have the same level of experience required for the job, but under state law, he can't hold that post until one with proper certification can be found.